Hey everyone, daily NBA around the association for March 23rd, 2017, recapping NBA action from Wednesday, March 22nd. And just want to get into the games a little bit. First game of the night, the Charlotte Hornets rally with a late third quarter run that kind of dumped into the fourth quarter that saw the Hornets down by 10 to the Orlando Magic. They end up coming back to win 109 to 102. Playoff implications in this one for the Hornets. They came into the night kind of trying to climb towards that A spot. I still think they're a couple games short. They've got to make up 3 games out of the A spot with really 11 games to go. So it's going to be hard to really come back and overtake teams. But you never know because Detroit's struggling, Chicago up and down. Miami doesn't want to grasp hold of that ace spot, and then Milwaukee, same thing. Coming to the playoffs, so you never know. Kemba Walker led the way in this one, of course, as he has all season for the Charlotte Hornets. 22 points, 7 assists off the bench. The Hornets, great efforts from Bellinelli and Kaminsky. They get 20 points from Bellinelli, 18 points from Kaminsky to go with 5 rebounds. And then on Orlando's side of things, Elfrid Payton, 15 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Evan Fournier, 15 points in this one. And then Nick Vucevic, 14 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists. And Terrence Ross finally had a really good game for them, 19 points in the losing effort. Next game up, Indiana Pacers fall to the Boston Celtics. The Celtics come into this one, trying to prove a point that they're able to capitalize on other playoff teams, and they did just that. On Indiana's side of things, 37 points out of Paul George, 25 out of Jeff Teague, but not much else out of the rest of the team. And then Boston, 25 points, of course, from Isaiah Thomas, 18 points, 8 rebounds from the starting shooting guard, Avery Bradley. But in this one, it puts the Celtics 1 game behind the Cleveland Cavaliers for the number 1 spot in the East. So it'll be interesting going down the stretch. The Detroit Pistons fall 117 to 95 to the Chicago Bulls. 28 points, season high by Nikola Mirotic for the Chicago Bulls. Joffrey LeBern filling in for the suspended Robin Lopez. 17 points, 7 rebounds. And then Jimmy Butler chips in 16 points, 12 assists in the winning effort for the Bulls. It looks like Detroit doesn't want the playoffs, and they're playing like it. They lose again. Stan Van Gundy went on a rant after the game saying they played terrible. No surprise there at all in this one. And then also the Oklahoma City Thunder, another triple-double, 35th of the season for Russell Westbrook. They win 122 to 97 over the Philadelphia 76ers. And the thing about this one that was so great to see for Russell Westbrook is he did not miss a shot at all in this one. Perfect from the field, 6 for 6. He gets 11 rebounds, 14 assists, looked great. Victor Oladipo, 18 points as well. Enes Kanter, 24 points off the bench, with Doug McDermott putting in 13 off the bench as well. And then for the Sixers side of things, Nick Stauskas, another great game off the bench, 20 points there. And that's kind of what they had for the Sixers, as Jahlil Okafor fell flat again starting. They didn't get anything from Luwawu Cabarrot or McConnell from the offensive end. So hard to win there, especially when you're playing a Russell Westbrook-led Thunder team. The Hawks, man, I don't know what to say about the Hawks right now. They don't have Paul Millsap. It's really, really going to be hard for them to stay in that 5th spot. I could see them dropping to 8th, maybe even out of the playoffs if Millsap does not come back for the rest of the season. Tim Hardaway Jr., fantastic again, 29 points. Then they get 14 points out of Dwight to go with 16 rebounds and 18 points and out of Schroeder, but they get 10 turnovers, which can't happen. Schroeder's just been down all season. don't have high hopes that he could potentially be a franchise point guard going forward for the Hawks. They're going to really have to dig deep this summer and think about that one. Usual output from the Wizards on the other side, 28 points from Bradley Beal, 22 points, 10 assists from Washington. They win 104-100. Then the Cleveland Cavaliers fall to the Denver Nuggets. And the Nuggets really, really put in a great effort from Nikola Jokic. He's been fantastic this season. If only he had started the entire year, we would probably be calling him an all-star for sure. 16 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists. Gary Harris, another player, fantastic in this one, 21 points. He's been sneaky under the radar all season. Will Barton, 20 points off the bench, 17 points off the bench from Kenneth Faried. And the normal spark from Jamal Murray, 15 points off the bench for him as well. Cleveland, they get 33 points out of Kyrie Irving, 18 out of LeBron, and 19 out of Darren Williams, but nothing else solid. They did get the return of Kyle Korver off the bench, and they now are starting J.R. Smith at the shooting guard spot and benched Iman Shumpert. So it'll be interesting to see if Boston can overtake Cleveland as Cleveland falls 126-113 to a Denver team that's also clinging to a playoff spot. They want that A spot in the Western Conference. The Milwaukee Bucks take care of the Sacramento Kings 116-98. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 32 points, 13 rebounds. And in this one, he had the huge first half to lead the way from Milwaukee. And Chris Middleton, 13 points. Mirza Teletovic, 13 points. That's about all you get as far as help from Milwaukee. Sacramento, Buddy Hield was fantastic, 21 points in this one to go with 4 rebounds. And then Willie Cauley-Stein, only 10 points and 7 rebounds. Like to see him play, a little bit better on the offensive end. 4 blocks for him as well. And then last game of the night, as I wrap it up. Sorry, I've got my son behind me. He's kind of stirring around, so want to finish this up. The New York Knicks fall to the Utah Jazz 108-101. Kristaps Porzingis, 24 points, 7 rebounds. Derrick Rose looked great in this one, 17 points, 6 assists, got everybody involved, but it wasn't enough to beat Utah. 35 points, 13 rebounds, 4 blocks from Rudy Gobert, and Utah gets the win. That's going to wrap it up for this one. Be back tomorrow to recap the 5-game slate from Thursday night's games in the NBA.